AP News.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Today at K&H Auto Supply in Salem, you'll find KCO Coolant Leak Repair for $15.49. Hot Shot Secret Stiction Eliminator Diesel Oil Additive only $49.99. And Park City Conventional Motor Oil, 5 quarts and a microguard filter for $25.99. Stop by today and save at K&H Auto Supply in Salem.
Park City. Yeah, Park City. Park City.
Are you a renter that has always dreamed of owning your own home but aren't sure where to start? Town & Country Bank can help. With our local lending team, Town & Country Bank has been helping renters make their dreams come true by giving them the tools they need to own their very own home. I'm Andrew Wynn with Town & Country Bank. Stop by today and let us help you take the first step to home ownership. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 899641.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at our noon hour weather situation. First up, though, I want to make sure that you become aware of the fact that we will be under a wind advisory starting at 10 o'clock Friday morning and will run until 1 a.m. on Saturday. Southerly winds 20 to 30 miles per hour with gusts up to 55 miles per hour are expected during that time frame. Again, that's 10 a.m. Friday to 1 a.m. Saturday. Now, our forecast will continue to be sunny today with a high temperature near 79. Southerly winds will be 3 to 6 miles per hour. Clouds will be increasing tonight. We should have a low temperature around 55 degrees. Southerly winds will be 6 to 9 miles per hour with gusts as high as 21 miles per hour. Then Friday, we have a 50-50 chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight, with some of the storms possibly being severe. Skies will be mostly sunny on Friday with a high near 76. Will be breezy with a southerly wind 11 to 16 miles per hour, becoming 24 to 29 miles per hour during Friday afternoon. And those winds could gust as high as 50 miles per hour. I've already given you a bit of a heads up about that. Then Friday night, showers and thunderstorms are likely before 1 a.m. Chance of precipitation Friday night is 60%, and new rainfall amounts between a tenth and a quarter of an inch are possible, except higher amounts are possible if you happen to be in one of the thunderstorms. We'll have partly cloudy skies Friday night with low around 50 degrees. We'll be breezy with a southerly wind 17 to 24 miles per hour with gusts as high as 48 miles per hour. Then Saturday should be partly sunny with a high temperature near 66 degrees. Southwesterly winds on Saturday will be 10 to 14 miles per hour with gusts as high as 29 miles per hour. Skies should be mostly cloudy Saturday night, low around 32. Then Sunday will be mostly sunny with a high near 53 degrees. Sunday night, we expect mostly clear skies, low temperature around 33. Then Monday should be sunny with a high near 69. Monday night will be mostly clear with low around 50 degrees. Then Tuesday, we expect mostly sunny skies with high near 73 degrees. Tuesday night will be mostly cloudy with low around 50 degrees. Then a chance of showers is in the forecast for Wednesday with partly sunny skies and a high temperature near 68 degrees. And that is your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Of all the months, February is my least favorite. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. It's typically gray and cold, and although it has fewer days than any other month, it seems to go on forever. I'm always happy to see the hyacinths and tulips springing out of the ground and hear the spring peepers. Spring is just days away, and National Agriculture Week begins Sunday. This is a great time to highlight the success of the agriculture industry, but this message should be shared throughout the year. Agriculture is a huge economic driver in the Midwest. The sizable income tax and property tax revenue generated by agriculture helps build and maintain roads and schools across the heartland. Billions more dollars churn into the Midwestern economy from farm machinery manufacturing, agricultural real estate, and the processing and sale of value-added food products. The productivity of American farmers is second to none in the world, and as the population of the world we live in continues to grow, the role of America's farmers and their contribution to feeding the world becomes more significant. I've heard many experts say that the global population will reach 9 billion in the next 30 years. the demand for that which farmers in this country raise will continue to rise. People with more money will spend more money on food. They will add more protein to their diet. Unlike so many other countries, American consumers spend only 7 cents of every dollar on food. That's half what is spent in Japan. During National Agriculture Week, there's a lot of talk about recognizing and celebrating the abundance provided by farming in the United States. We need to go out and tell our story every day, not just 1 week a year. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
Farming's hard. To feed the world, farmers have to work the land, brave the elements, and fight the battle against weeds. Weeds reduce crop yield, so prices go up and everybody gets less to eat. But 50 years ago, farmers got a new tool to fight weeds, glyphosate. It kills weeds while protecting the harvest. Time and again, it has been approved by the EPA and by leading regulatory bodies around the world. It helps enable practices that reduce erosion and keep soil healthy, which is good for the earth. Farming's hard, but it's a little easier with glyphosate. Learn more at go.bayer.com/glyphosate, paid for by Bayer.
Power up your weed control with Liberty Ultra Herbicide, the next generation herbicide for the next generation farmer, powered by Glue L technology. Liberty Ultra Herbicide outperforms generic glufosinate with its Liberty Lock formulation, delivering 3 times more herbicide into weeds for superior control. Liberty Ultra Herbicide also offers easier handling because of a lower application use rate. Talk to your BASF representative about Liberty Ultra Herbicide today. Always read and follow label directions.
Challenge. It's not something you shy from. It's a chance to up your game. Every day brings a new challenge, but with the enhanced Channel Seed brand on your side, you can rise to it. With our top-performing seed, innovative digital tools, and expanded agronomic support, you can turn tomorrow's challenges into your next advantage. Your enhanced Channel Seed brand. Let's rise to the challenge. Learn more at channel.com/rise. Read and follow pesticide label directions, IRM, grain marketing, and other stewardship practices. This is the sound of corn pests wreaking havoc on your crops. This is the sound of a channel field protected by Bayer's trait technology. With the RNAi technology of SmartStax Pro, the all-in corn rootworm fighter, and VT4 Pro, Bayer's widest spectrum of defense, you can stay one step ahead of ever-changing pest pressure. Find the right corn trait for your fields at channel.com/corn traits. Read and follow pesticide label directions, grain marketing, and other stewardship practices.
Another pretty slow day for direct cash cattle business, and cash hogs ended the day higher. Good morning, I'm Megan Grebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Direct cash cattle trade was relatively quiet Wednesday. There was a handful of business reported in Kansas at $200 live, while the rest of cattle country was quiet. Asking prices are around $202 plus live in the south, but weren't established in the north. Look for significant trade volume to take place sometime before the end of the week. At the Ozarks Regional Stockyards in Missouri, feeder steers and heifers sold $4 to $8 higher. Steer and heifer calves were $10 to $15 higher. Calves under 500 pounds were $15 to $20 higher. The USDA says demand was very good on a moderate supply. Improved weather conditions have helped boost demand for calves as grass begins to green up. Medium and large one feeder steers, 560 to 570 pounds, brought $346 to $382. Feeder steers 860 to 868 pounds, brought $260 to $267. Medium and large one feeder heifers 503 to 549 pounds, brought $307.50 to $340. Box beef closed mixed with light to moderate demand for solid offerings. Choice down a dime at $321.10. Select was 67 cents higher at $307.53. Estimated cattle slaughter was 123,000 head, up 3,000 on the week and up about 7,000 on the year. Cash hogs close higher with a solid negotiated run. Processors have been more aggressive in their procurement efforts and have been bidding up to move numbers and keep up with slaughter pace. Demand for U.S. pork on the global market has been strong, and that's helping provide price support. The industry continues to monitor the availability of market-ready hogs and hog weights. Barrows and gilts at the National Daily Direct are up 66 cents with a weighted average of 91.64. The Iowa Minnesota closed 91 cents higher with a weighted average of 91.89, and the Western Corn Belt was up 90 cents with a weighted average of 91.88. Pork values closed lower, down $3 at 94.58. Bellies dropped sharply. They were down more than $13 on Wednesday. And estimated hog slaughter was 489,000 head, up 123,000 on the week and up about 5,000 on the year. At the CME, live and feeder cattle were up sharply ahead of the week's direct business, and lean hog futures ended the day mixed on spread trade with long-term concerns about demand lingering. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
Farming's hard. To feed the world, farmers have to work the land, brave the elements, and fight the battle against weeds. Weeds reduce crop yield, so prices go up and everybody gets less to eat. But 50 years ago, farmers got a new tool to fight weeds, glyphosate. It kills weeds while protecting the harvest. Time and again, it has been approved by the EPA and by leading regulatory bodies around the world. It helps enable practices that reduce erosion and keep soil healthy, which is good for the earth. Farming's hard, but it's a little easier with glyphosate. Learn more at go.bayer.com/glyphosate, paid for by Bayer.
Our farmers feed us all. For generations, they've done what's best for the land. So why is the litigation industry threatening Missouri farmers' go-to crop protection tool? Without glyphosate-based herbicides, crop yields will drop, costs will soar, and we'll all see even higher grocery bills. Farmers need to be supported, not controlled. To keep glyphosate available in our state, go to TakeControlMissouri.com. Paid for by Modern Ag Alliance in support of Missouri farmers.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements, and it's being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Elvira A. Zimmer of Lebanon, Ohio, formerly of St. James, passed away March 4th at the age of 95 years. Funeral services for Elvira Zimmer will be held at 1 o'clock Friday, March 14th at the James and Gar Chapel in St. James. Visitation for family and friends of Elvira Zimmer will be Friday prior to the service from 11 a.m. until service time at 1 o'clock. And all arrangements for Elvira A. Zimmer, formerly of St. James, are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of St. James. Dennis Franklin Evans of DeSoto passed away Tuesday, March 11th, at the age of 66 years. Graveside services for Dennis Evans will be Saturday, March 15th at 12:45 at the Czar Cemetery in Viburnum. Visitation will also be on Saturday at the Brenton Bennett Funeral Home in Steelville, starting at 10 o'clock in the morning and continuing until 12 noon. And all arrangements for Dennis Franklin Evans of DeSoto, Missouri, are under the direction of the Brenton Bennett Funeral Home of Steelville. James Jim Eugene Bowen, age 85, of Salem, passed away Sunday, March 9th. Funeral services for Jim Bowen will be Saturday, March 15th at 1 o'clock in the afternoon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Jim Bowen will also be on Saturday from 11 in the morning until service time at 1 o'clock. Burial will be in the Cedar Grove Cemetery. Memorials are suggested to the Russell House in Rolla. Memorial envelopes will be available, and all arrangements for James Jim Eugene Bowen of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Bud William Foudy, age 81, of Salem, passed away Tuesday, March 11th. Funeral services for Bud Foudy will be Monday, March 17th at 1 in the afternoon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Bud Foudy will be also on Monday from 11 in the morning till service time at 1 o'clock. Burial will be in the Boss Cemetery. And all arrangements for Bud William Foudy of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at the updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University's Salem campus. SBU's Salem campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU's Salem campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. An accident occurred in Reynolds County in Bunker on Highway 72 Wednesday evening at 5:10. According to the Highway Patrol report, a 2014 Dodge Ram driven eastbound by a 74-year-old man from Bunker failed to yield to a 2005 Ford Escape driven eastbound by a 17-year-old girl from Bunker, resulting in a collision. The 17-year-old woman was transported by Iron County EMS to Salem Memorial District Hospital with moderate injuries. The Highway Patrol was assisted at the scene by the Reynolds County Sheriff's Department, Reynolds County Fire Department, the Reynolds County First Responders, and the Iron County EMS. Both vehicles sustained moderate damages and were removed from the scene by Rowdy's Towing at the request of the vehicle owners. The girl was not wearing a seat restraint at the time of the accident, while the 74-year-old man was not. Pardon me, I think I misstated that. The girl was wearing a seat restraint at the time of the accident, while the 74-year-old man was not. I'm sorry about messing those ages up, but, at my age, that's an excuse. The Denton County Commission met this morning at the courthouse. In the road report, District 1 Commissioner Keith Green said materials would be added and grading done on Denton County roads 5380, 5580, and 6580. While repairs are still being made to the Mantis brush cutter. Green said grading would also be done on County Road 6590. District 2 Commissioner Jimmy Williams said workers would be adding rock and removing a tree from County Road 5305 and adding riprap rock around the bridge on County Road 5300. Williams said brush would be cut on County Roads 4280, while rock would be added and grading done on County Roads 3300 and 3310. Grading will also be done on County Roads 2330, 2340, and 5225, while additional rock will be added to County Roads 5300, 5305, and 2240. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson said he will be attending the MRPC board meeting tonight and will be attending the South Central County Commissioners meeting Friday morning in Houston. Larson recommended and the other commissioners agreed to appoint Ray Walden to the Merrimack Community Enhancement Corporation as a representative of Dent County. Dent County Clerk Angie Curtis said the first day to vote absentee with no excuse will be March 25th, and the last day to mail out a ballot for the municipal election will be March 26th. Excused absentee voting continues at the courthouse until April 7th. At the last meeting, the commission appointed Troy Bemis to the Tourism Tax Committee. The next meeting of the Dent County Commission will be Monday morning at the courthouse at 9 o'clock, and that meeting will be open to the public. Campground and access point repairs are continuing at Ozark National Scenic Riverways following a record-setting flood in November of 2024. Tentative plans for summer operations have been set. Some areas may look different than in the past with altered landscapes and amenities. Areas that were heavily damaged may remain closed in 2025. Starting with developed campgrounds and group sites, major repairs are still needed at Acres, Round Spring, and Pull Tight. Acres and Round Spring are expected to reopen their group sites by Memorial Day, while Pull Tight is expected to partially reopen around the same time. Updates on reservations for these locations will be posted on recreation.gov, Facebook, and the park website. During the flood, Pull Tight sustained the most damage of any park location. The front half of the campground was scoured by floodwaters, and multiple amenities were destroyed or made inoperable. However, the two restroom buildings farther back are in good condition. As a result, a partial reopening is planned by Memorial Day weekend. As expected, the number of sites at Pull Tight will be temporarily reduced. All three group sites are expected to reopen, but only about 35 family sites will reopen. Approximately 20 sites will likely remain closed pending major repairs to the landscape, roadways, and restroom/shower house. Restrooms will be available at Group Site 1, Group Site 3, and the amphitheater. Showers will be available at the Group Site 1 restroom building. Representatives for all available campsites should be made, reservations for all available campsites should be made on recreation.gov. Pull Tight Landing is a highly priority for the maintenance division as they work to ensure smooth operation for the summer season. Pavement and parking repairs are key challenges. Visitors should be mindful of construction zones and closures during the work. Backcountry campgrounds are expected to open in time for the summer season unless unforeseen delays or additional flooding occur. Sinking Creek, Cedar Grove, Jerktail, and Broadfoot all require further work. The park will post updates on these campgrounds' openings. The exception is the D. Murray Campground, and it will remain closed due to heavy flood damage, but the day use area is expected to open alongside other backcountry sites. The reopening of some campgrounds may occur earlier or later than Memorial Day. We appreciate your patience as our crews complete repairs. For questions and updates, call 573-323-4236. To reserve developed campsites, go to recreation.gov or call 877-444-6777. For more information on developed backcountry or primitive camping options, visit the park's camping page at go.nps.gov/OZAR camping. The Dent County Fire Protection District Board of Directors held their meeting Tuesday evening at the fire station. Roll call was taken, followed by the approval of the consent agenda and minutes of the February meeting. The financial reports were reviewed and showed an ending balance of $383,614.53. Bills, payments, and statements were reviewed and approved, followed by the budget review and approval. The monthly reimbursement report was presented, showing a total of 16 calls for the month and 56 calls year-to-date. 8 of the calls were for various fires, while other calls included medical assist and accidents. In old business, the bond progress report was given by Leanne Price. Information has been distributed to Townscreen and Salem Publishing. KSMO will be doing on-air interviews. Plans are to have a town hall meeting with the public on March 24th. In new business, Board of Directors terms were discussed. Captain Earl Jarvis asked to acquire some of the fire equipment that was budgeted. In the chief's report, brush fire trucks, pumps are causing problems by working sometimes and not working sometimes. A pump from Lennox has been borrowed till something can be replaced. The date for the next meeting was set for April 8th at 6 o'clock in the library basement. Motion was carried to go into closed session where no motions or decisions were made. City of Salem Board of Aldermen held their regular meeting Tuesday evening at 6 o'clock at 202 North Washington in the old City Hall auditorium. After the call to order, the agenda was approved after removing Resolution Number 7-2025, an ordinance authorizing the execution of license agreement for the installation, maintenance, and operation of a fiber optic cable from Show Me Technologies, LLC, to the Salem Police Department for the Next Gen 911 system. During public comments, a citizen stated she had submitted a bid to purchase the lot next to her home, and that was approved, but has been waiting several months for the city attorney to contact her. The request from Jack Beck from the local was removed, and the board appointed former Alderwoman Kayla Cisco to serve on the Parks and Recreation Board. The board voted to approve Resolution number 8-2025 supporting state funding for the rebuilding of the Scenic Rivers Industry Sheltered Workshop in Salem, with Alderman Sean Bolerjack abstaining. Additionally, they approved Bill number 3646, which amends Urban Development Code definitions to replace references to City Hall with City Administration offices as the city's operation hub. Bill number 3647 to correct a clerical error in commercial electric customer demand meter rates, and Bill number 3648 to clarify responsibility and define owner for water and sewer meters used to determine actual sewage use. In the first reading of bills, the board discussed Bill number 3649, which would approve amendments to the Clean Air non-smoking ordinances to allow appropriate smoking locations for employees, plus discussed Bill number 3650 and Bill number 3651 that also dealt with other definitions in the Clean Air non-smoking ordinances, specifically in city parks and other public places. During the city officials' report, City Administrator Sally Burbidge announced a mapping workshop scheduled for April 28th at the City Hall, which will be led by an MPUA representative. Burbidge also noted that due to the April 8th election, the Board of Aldermen meeting that week would be rescheduled to April 15th. Mayor Greg Parker recognized DNR members for their assistance at Montauk following the floods and their ongoing community support efforts. Public Works Director Steve Payne provided a brief utility crews update, while Water Department Superintendent Chris McGirt reported on the Missouri Rural Water Conference in Branson, where the City of Salem's tap water was recognized as one of the 5 state finalists for best drinking water. The meeting then went into closed session to discuss contracts and litigation. And that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU's Salem campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU's Salem campus, call them at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
What percentage of people who take drugs end up becoming addicted, lose control of one's life, and die of an overdose? No one can say for sure. But is taking drugs worth the risk?
Get the facts. For more information, call the Healthy Dent County Prevention Coalition at 573-729-8163 or visit their website at salemcommunitycenter.org. Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out: the Salem United Methodist Church, Dent County Health Center, and the local on 4th Street, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained Town Screen in Salem.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're for road trips. We're for covering as much ground as possible on 2, 4, or 18 wheels. We're for drop tops, T-tops, classics, cruisers, pickup trucks, and dump trucks. We're for displaying Missouri plates like medals of pride. Have you ever hit a deer? Yep, we're for you too. We're for getting stuck behind a tractor on a 2-lane highway. And if you're a Missouri driver, we have an auto policy for you.
I'm Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and if you're in Dent County, I've got you covered.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Country Mart. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available and clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop at a store for your favorite items, then tell them your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan the QR code on the in-store flyer to learn more and start saving more today.
It is now time for a look at local and regional sports, being brought to us courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The St. Louis Cardinals played the New York Mets yesterday and were shut out 2-0. They're playing the Houston Astros today. The Kansas City Royals took on the Seattle Mariners yesterday, and after the first 2 innings, Seattle was up 5-0. Going into the top of the ninth, the Royals were trailing 6-3. Then a Tyler Tolbert home run, Gavin Cross triple, and Stone Russell single scored 4 runs for the Royals, sealing the 7-6 win. The Royals will play the San Diego Padres this afternoon at 3:05. The Missouri Tigers will play the Mississippi Bulldogs tonight in the second round of the SEC tournament. The winner of tonight's game will go on to face second-ranked Florida in the quarterfinals on Friday. You can hear this game on KSMO Radio, 1340 AM and 95.7 FM, with the pregame starting at 5:30. St. Louis Blues are back on the ice tonight as they'll be in Pittsburgh to face the Penguins. This is their first meeting in this season with the Penguins, and the Blues are in a mix for postseason play at 31-27-7, and just 1 point behind the Calgary Flames. This game will be on KSMO Radio on a delay basis following the Missouri Tigers basketball game. And that has been a look at local and regional sports brought to you as courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for Look at Sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net News, keeping you informed for 50 years.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. The Chiefs have reworked the contracts of Patrick Mahomes and defensive tackle Chris Jones. That will free up nearly $50 million in salary cap space, and this marks the fourth time Mahomes has reworked his deal as the Chiefs try to retool after that embarrassing loss to the Eagles in the Super Bowl. The Mizzou Tigers will start their SEC tournament run in a game against Mississippi State tonight. The Tigers already beat the Bulldogs earlier this year, 88-61 at their place. The Tigers have struggled ever since that big win over Alabama, and I think what has happened is the SEC has taken notice of the Tigers. Dennis Gates agrees.
I think our team has earned the respect from other programs and other fans and all college basketball enthusiasts. The respect has changed. So now our responsibility as a program has to change. Our guys have done a great job, man. I'm proud of them.
The Tigers went 10-8 in conference play, 21-10 overall during the regular season. Tonight's game tips at 6. The St. Louis Billikens take on Davidson in the A10 tournament. They'll tip at 1. The Royals picked up a 7-6 win over the Mariners. Bobby Witt Jr. took a 95-mile-per-hour fastball to his left forearm. Matt Quattrero said no arguing about coming out.
He said initially that he just lost feeling in his fingers, but he said it was coming back. So, he was going to come out after that inning anyway, so there was no point of.
X-rays were negative, just a deep bruise. That's good news. The Cardinals managed just 2 hits. They lost 2-0 to the Mets. Miles Michaelis allowed just 1 run on 5 hits in 5 innings. The St. Louis Blues look to extend their point streak to 4 games. They visit the Pittsburgh Penguins. Dylan Holloway says everyone is chipping in. The Blues have gone 6-1-1 in their last 8 games.
The boys are playing well. It's fun that things are clicking right now. I think all 4 lines and all 3 pairs of D and our goalies have been awesome. So these wins have been a big team effort, and we're excited to keep this thing going.
Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Not everyone recognizes that they might have a gambling problem. How do you know if gambling is a problem for you? Ask yourself if either or both of the following questions are accurate. Have you felt the need to bet more and more money? Have you ever lied to people important to you about how much you gambled? If your answer is yes to either of these questions, free help is available. Call 1-888-BETS-OFF for more information.
We are the keepers of the wild. For more than 80 years, we've been committed to conserving the natural landscapes that define our nation. Nothing is more important than maintaining wild spaces for adventurers to explore and wildlife to thrive. We are America's hunters and target shooters. Together with firearm, ammunition, and archery manufacturers, we've supported the conservation of more than 36 million acres of American wildlands. For more information, visit OutdoorStewards.org.
Point! Hey, you okay? You don't normally miss those shots.
Oh, I just haven't been as regular lately, and it's making me feel sluggish.
You should try Metamucil. It's been a game changer for me. Metamucil's plant-based psyllium fiber helps trap and remove the waste that weighs you down. Ace! You're moving better than you were last week.
Definitely.
Metamucil keeps you moving. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Learn more at metamucil.com.
Stay tuned to KSMO Radio. I've got Missouri Net News coming up in 1 minute. That'll be followed by the latest KSMO weather forecast after the top of the 1 o'clock hour.
it's Fitz, the guy who plays the hits from the Country Top 40, and in case you missed the countdown, it was Jordan Davis who was knighted as the CT40 King of the Castle with the #1 song, I Ain't Saying. Question is, does Jordan Davis remain on top for another week, or are we going to have ourselves a brand new #1 star? Celebrate all the hits on St. Patty's weekend on the Country Top 40 with Fitz.
When I grow up, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a veterinarian. I want to be a fireman. I want to be a scientist. I want to be a superhero. I want to be a dancer. I want to be a drug addict.
Get to your kids before drugs do. Get the facts. For more information, call the Healthy Dane County Prevention Coalition at 573-729-8163 or visit their website, salemcommunitycenter.org.
With News on Missouri Net, I'm Marshall Griffin. The Missouri legislature has passed its first bill of the year, a crime package that will restore a state commission to oversee the St. Louis Police Department. Warrensburg Republican State Rep Brandon Phelps supports the plan that would boost the penalties for organized crime rings who rob retail stores.
This bill is addressing the status quo. And the status quo, whether you live in St. Louis or not, is not good. Crime is high, people have moved away, and businesses are afraid to invest money.
St. Louis Democratic State Rep Lakeisha Bosley opposes the bill.
Supporting this bill means that you really love big government.
The package heads to Governor Kehoe. A K-12 open enrollment bill is halfway through the Missouri legislature. It would allow school districts to decide whether they want to allow the enrollment of students from neighboring districts. And a total lunar eclipse is coming to a sky near you. The event, also known as a blood moon, is set to occur tonight. This is Missouri Net.
One site, one app, one stop for 24-hour ag news and podcasts. At agriamerica.com, you'll find ag news from the best reporters and podcasters. Agri America streams nonstop ag news and country hits for free. The Agri America app is the place for timely, accurate, and dependable ag news. From the cab to the truck to the barn to the kitchen, Agri America is ready